64 game, retro gaming goodness.
Welcome, fellow adventurers, and join me, Bastish B, as I'll be exploring classic RPGs from the 8 and 16-bit generations, both console and computer, whether it be high fantasy or lo-fi sci-fi. All roads will eventually lead to Tales of a Dungeon Basher. Carl Buerter may not be a household name when it comes to the subject of programmers and game designers, but he made 3 games back-to-back for Electronic Arts from 1987 to 1990 that were, in my opinion, not only unique, but definitely ahead of their time. 1987 saw the release of EOS, or Earth Orbit Stations, a very well-made space station management simulator. 1988, Sentinel Worlds, which is today's focus game, giving us RPG, strategy, and space trading all in a single package, and 1990's Hard Nova, the third in a science fiction themed trilogy, and a spiritual successor to Sentinel Worlds, delivering more multi-gameplay styled action. Made during a time when Electronic Arts rarely encouraged the bedroom programmer and even gave them top billing. Even if financially these games weren't runaway hits, they were all way more than meets the eye. 1989 saw the release of the Commodore 64 version of Sentinel Worlds, Future Magic, published through Electronic Arts, and came out during the same time period as Starflight, another celebrated space hybrid simulator that often overshadows Sentinel Worlds due to it being much more popular at the time, and available on the console, the Sega Mega Drive as well, giving it a much more broader appeal. As a kid though, in the late 80s and early 90s, I sank so many hours into this game, it would be hard to even calculate the actual time spent playing it. The bold mixture of space exploration, trading, and adventure RPG hybrid aspects all rolled into one was the type of game I actively sought out during that time after spending most of the 80s playing arcade style endeavors. The game gives you access to the massive Caldor star system with 3 full planets to explore, with a plot involving you and your crew of 5 getting to pilot the new fast interceptor starships to help stop cargo raids of ships and trade routes by a band of mysterious raiders and find out the real reason behind their hostility. And now on over to a quick word from today's sponsor. The Supernova is the latest wired and wireless controller from GameServe, fully customizable from swappable faceplates and button layouts, app download for more options, switchable analog trigger support for short and long responsiveness, extra customizable buttons, drift proof, and at a very affordable price point. Available now in Nightfall Blue and Whipped Pink. Comes with all accessories including dongle interface and full docking and recharge station. Plus, best of all, offers multi-format support for PC, the Nintendo Switch, and iOS and Android. Follow the links in the video description to purchase one now, and I thank GameServe for sponsoring this video. The game employs a bunch of different gameplay styles, in which it's a full spaceship simulator where real-time ship-to-ship combat battles take place, communications and obviously space travel occur. You have RPG first-person Bard's Tale type adventure elements where talking and taking part in the game's overall plot take place, as well as the real-time human versus battles occur. And lastly is the ATV vehicle-styled sections where you can traverse any part of a planet chosen from orbit to explore and mine for cash for trading, to upgrade characters and your starship equipment. In the beginning, you get to make your own crew from scratch, or you can simply choose the pre-made group of 5 party members. But just be aware, if someone dies at some point in this game, it's permadeath, making every combat situation and encounter truly feel like a life and death situation. The amount of content packed in here is truly epic. Fighting on the ground as a team or in the ATV, the real-time spaceship dogfights, exploration, trading, mining of resources, upgrades, shops to visit, and of course avoiding the main plot for as long as you want, due to the game's very open-ended nature, which lets you play it however you want. Despite playing this game for months on end, I never actually managed to complete it. Due to having a bootleg copy, it does have a classic copy protection where you'll need to look up parts of important dialogue read from the manual for certain missions, which basically ends the game if you happen to copy it from your friend. So just bear in mind you will need a copy of the instructions to play this fully. Like all of Carl's games, it takes quite a while to get going and understand all the elements, But with some time and patience, it all becomes clear, with graphics for this style of game being quite impressive. It has decent spot sound effects, although sparse, and a pretty good SID opening tune to open the game. It unfortunately never sold very well, which made Electronic Arts put the brakes on the intended sequels. Although, like I mentioned earlier, Hard Nova, a DOS and Amiga release from 1990, pretty much continues this game style, just with a completely different plotline. If you have the time though, then this is one of my personal favorite C64 hybrid games that you can get totally lost in forever.